Hey guys, it's Kaz here, aka Cats and Camera. How cool are these gloves, by the way? Just getting that out there. Okay, so this is my wrap up for Spookathon, which has just been this week. It finished yesterday. I didn't read as much as I was hoping to read, but I have been doing a lot of things. It's been my birthday this week, I've had family around. There's a few days I didn't read at all, so even though I didn't read as much as I wanted to, I'm kind of pleased with how much I did read because some of the days I didn't get to do anything. Right, so first of all, on Monday I read Deadly Class Volume 3, which is by Remender, Craig and Luffridge. This is a great graphic novel, I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed it as much as the last two. I think I enjoyed the second one the most out of all three. But basically this is about a boy that kind of gets recruited. He gets recruited for an assassin's school, basically, a school for assassins. And it's all about his life. It's set in the 80s, so there's a lot of pop references or cultural references of the 80s. It's funny, it's gory, it's everything you want in a crime thriller sort of graphic novel. And also, there's only 4 of these out so far. So if you're looking for a graphic novel that you want to start that hasn't got loads, because some of them are quite daunting because of how many have come out already. But if you're looking for something that hasn't got too many out so you can follow it along, then I recommend picking up Deadly Class. I gave this 4 stars. I gave the first one 4 stars and the second one 5 stars because it made me cry with laughter. So the second book I read was Bully by Jim Shoots. Now this, it was really hard to rate because it's based on a true story. Well, I say based on, it says this is a true story on this. But the way it's written, it's kind of take it with a pinch of salt. Because it talks about a lot of the kids that killed this friend of theirs, their feelings, what they were doing, just random things that might not have necessarily been true. So that's why I think you should take it with a pinch of salt. It does go into the murder very deeply, so you do find out everything, but everything before that, with what they did with their time and stuff, it could have been true or not true or kind of true, so I would say based on a true story. So yeah, basically this is about the murder of Bobby, what was his last name? I can't even remember. Bobby Kent in 1993 by a group of his friends. Well, I say friends, some of them had never even met him in their life. And I think it was such an interesting read because the psychology of these people, middle class, they had parents that had money, they're dropouts, but they didn't really have anything bad going for them. They weren't in poverty, they weren't in a bad place, or white, so they didn't have any of that, anything racist. And just the way that they could all talk about murdering someone and then be like, oh yeah, I'll join in that. And then afterwards not even feel, what are you doing? Come here. And then afterwards not even feeling bad, not even feeling like they've done anything wrong. It was really weird, but really interesting. So I give this 4 stars as well. Like I say, it's probably because you have to take it with a pinch of salt, so I didn't want to give it 5 stars because some of it might not necessarily be true. But yeah, really interesting. So if you're into real crime, then you should definitely pick this up. Have you quite finished? This is Ruger, by the way. He has the best face ever. Show him your face. That was probably really bad, wasn't it? Right, the third thing, I haven't actually finished this. I've got this much to go. But the third book I read-ish is Interview with a Vampire by Anne Rice. I actually started this on the first day, but then I wanted to get a book done, so I felt like, are you going to get down? Because you're going to fall. I started this on the first day, but I wanted to make sure I had one book done. That's why I read the Deadly Class, the first graphic novel. And I'm enjoying it, but I think because I've already seen the film, I'm not as enthralled or gripped in the story because I already know what's going on, which is probably why it's taken me so long to read. Yeah, I picked this up on the first day and then I stopped reading it because I was really interested in reading Bully. And then I've read it yesterday, I read quite a bit of it, but for 2 days in the middle, Thursday and Friday. It was my birthday on Thursday, so I didn't read at all. I don't think I've read anything on Friday either. And Saturday, I was photographing a gig, Billy Talent, if anyone's a fan. So I read on the bus, but I didn't really have much time. I think there's 3 reasons really why I've not finished this. I reckon. First one, because I've had family around a lot and I've not had much time. The second reason, as I say, because I've already seen the film quite a few times, I already know what's happening, so there's nothing really grabbing me much. And also it's really weird the way that Claudia is described. I find it really, it's quite wrong. No, that's not the right word. Creepy? I find it quite wrong and weird and kind of creepy the way that Claudia's described. Like the way she looks and different aspects. I'm not going to say who Claudia is or why it was weird, but anybody that's read this book will know I felt quite uncomfortable anytime any of that weirdness goes on, so that's in the second. And the third reason, because it's been my birthday, I have some books that I'm really, really, really excited to get to that I've been wanting to read this whole year. So I have to wait, I have to finish this, and I have to finish the book that I started before Spookathon, and then I can move on to the other ones that I'm really excited to read. So I need to get back in the zone of this and pretend I don't even own them books yet. Also, even though I didn't finish that, I have read a bit, and when I say a bit, I don't mean a lot, of The Walking Dead Compendium 2, which is by Robert Kirkman, Charlie Adlard and Cliff Rathburn. I don't want to say too much. I don't want to say this is where it starts off in the TV show in case you haven't seen it. But there's not much going on at the moment. Some stuff happened just before this, so it's kind of like the cool down period. But I'm enjoying it so far. Got a lot to read. It's about vampires. It's about zombies, as everybody knows, so. Oh, and with that, this goes towards the spooky word in the title and the paranormal creatures, The Walking Dead and zombies. Anne Rice, The Interview with a Vampire, goes for all of them apart from the 2016 release, because I didn't do that. And that's a red, got spooky word in the title, paranormal creature, and it's a thriller. Bully, obviously red. I would say a thriller as well. It's thrilling because it's real life, so Deadly Class went for the title, Deadly, and that's the only one that went for. Also, just as a quick little ending, I'm going to talk about this a lot because I'm super happy and proud and amazed, and that is my sister comes out with her first book on the 31st of October. It's called Heirs of Power and her name is Kay Macleod. So you should check it out on Goodreads or Amazon. You can order it through Amazon. You can get either an ebook, which is in pre-orders up now, $2.99 I think it was, or you can get the physical copy, which is £8.50 I do believe, and that starts on the day. You can't pre-order that, but I've been reading this for over a year now. She's been giving it me chapter to chapter by email, and I'm not just saying this because she's my sister, but this is genuinely an amazing book with amazing characters. There's great friendships between girls, which I know a lot of people can't find very often in books. There's great humour, there's great baddies, it's a fantasy book. I'll read the synopsis because that might be a little bit better for everybody. After stumbling upon an otherworldly ritual, Kitty Fairlow discovers that her own incredible hunting skills are not merely due to a lifetime of training. She has been gifted power from an ancient spirit passed down by her father. She is a constellation, and she's not the only one. A new generation of heroes have each inherited unique abilities in order to prevent the corruption of their world by the Tenebrae, a race that thrives on life energy. Kitty, along with a high-born dancer and a snarky juggler, must find their allies before the Tenebrae army picks them off. My camera just cut off, so I hope this doesn't look weird. I don't know how much it's done either. So, as my quote on this bookmark says, if you like fantasy, cool powers, sarcastic characters and tea, you should check this out. And I'll put the link for the Amazon and for the Goodreads page down below. I'm extremely proud, sister. Oh, and she also have her own website as well, kaymacleodbooks.com. I'll put that in the link as well. Anybody that likes fantasy will want to pick this up. And I don't know if she has yet, but I know she's putting on her website the prologue and maybe in a few days the first chapter as well. So if you're interested in checking out those, you should definitely go on the website and have a look. And like I said, I'll leave the link below. So yes, that is my Spookathon TBR. No, it isn't. So yes, that was my Spookathon wrap up. Didn't read as much as I wanted to. Read more than I thought I was gonna. So it was good. If anybody else participated in Spookathon, you should write down below what you read. If you're interested in reading Heirs of Power, which is the first book in a at least 4-book series. The Constellations is a series and the book is Heirs of Power. If you're interested in checking that out, or if you've been on the Goodreads, if you've been on the Amazon, if you've been on a website and like what you see, you should definitely say below and it will make me really proud and happy. So yeah, that's the end of the video. Bye!